This is The Huddle.
Presented by
Hunt Services and Pacific Lamp and Supply. Every Thursday from noon to 2
on Seattle Sports.
You are listening to The Huddle with Dave Wyman, Michael Bumpus, Stacey Ross, and joining us right now in studio, Jason Peters. Jason, nice to meet you. I don't think we've had a chance to talk to you yet. I haven't. Very nice to be able to talk to you in person. How are you feeling so far with this team right now?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
we took a loss Sunday, but we're trying to shake back Thursday.
We've been fans for a long time. One, obviously, we've had a great career, but two, man, 80s babies. There ain't too many of us left in the league. So whenever we see the roster and we see an 80s on there, we get excited. So big ups to 80s babies out there. Also, man, I'm looking stuff up on you. You got 2 receptions in the league and 1 for a touchdown. You remember what was that situation?
I think it was an extra tackle. I was in Buffalo, and J.P. Lossman threw it to me.
So, yeah, did you play tight end in high school? You got hands? Where'd that come from?
I got hands. I played 3 years in high school at tight end and 2 in college.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I was looking at videos and whatnot, and I saw Jason Kelsey at the celebration you guys had when you won the Super Bowl in Philadelphia, and he was wearing that big hat and that whole thing. That seems like a tight group that you guys had there, man. How's that kind of compare? You got younger guys here, right? But the offensive line always is so tight. I remember he was just saying awesome things about you, rightfully so. But that to me, I was a linebacker, but I was always jealous of the offensive line because you guys are always so tight, right?
Yeah, you got to be tight because you got to work as one. 5 guys got to combine to one heartbeat. So you got to definitely be tight. And we was definitely tight in Philly, and we definitely tight here. We hang out, go out to eat, and build that continuity.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, how much does that help? I mean, just doing stuff together, right?
Yeah, it helps. It helps for us, like their character, their personality. You get to learn a little bit about the person as well off the field.
What have you learned about some of the guys you're playing with? I'll start with Gino. We don't get a chance to interview him because he has podium stuff, so we don't have a chance. But you've obviously been able to talk to him. What can you tell us about him just as a quarterback?
He's a leader.
Yeah.
He gets in the huddle and he demands, give me a little time on this one. I'm gonna try to take the top off, and you believe it. He looks you in the eye. His character is definitely high. He definitely is a great leader.
Have you ever been in a situation like here where, there have been some rotating linemen? Have you ever been in a situation like that?
I started it last year when I was in Dallas, and they started rotating me.
Is it tough to get into a groove? Because I talk to running backs, and all the running backs are like, yeah, I need 10, 15 carries before I really start to fill it out there. And with linemen, you guys are so connected, when it comes to the run plays and double teams and climbing and all that stuff. I mean, you're a veteran, so I would assume it's probably easier for you. But you think that hurts young guys every now and then?
It's just a mindset, and you can say, yeah, for the young guys. Once you set your mind, okay, when I go in, I got limited opportunities. Let me make the best of them. And, if you go in I ain't in my groove, your mindset not right, you start getting beat, and now you're going to put it on. I'm not in my groove, but It was all a mindset the whole time.
Hey, what do you see from Stone? He's so damn tall, but he looks like he's got good feet. What's some of the advice you've given to him? I'm sure he's come and talked to you a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I just tell him to get to a spot as fast as he can. That way he can get his bend, while he can play lower because he's so high. Once you make contact, you're going to rise on contact. So if you're already high and he's not in his spot and the guy hit him, he's going to get even higher. So he's going to be standing straight up. So I always tell him get to a spot.
Kind of a weird question, but given that you've been in the league, obviously, for long enough to have hindsight here, Tom Brady was just on with Stephen A. Smith yesterday, and he was talking about the NFL, and he was like, it's changed so much, and he doesn't know that he likes it as much because of some of the rules and some things that have changed. You've been really fortunate enough to have this really long, healthy career in the NFL, and it's also been long enough to see a lot of change with the league. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's changed for the better? Are there things you don't like? What have you made over maybe what's most different now compared to when you were rookie, first, second-year player?
The training camps are easier now. Back then it was double training camp.
Oof. Guys
kind of earn their reputation, hard nosed. It's kind of built character now, guys giving spots and you just go in and perform. Back then, they put them in and they didn't hold up, they was on the bench. So that's the difference between back now and then.
Interesting.
For sure. We got one of our colleagues, Ray Roberts, was drafted, 91, 92, played in the league for a while. And he made a comment the other day, and I said, I'm going to ask Jason if I get a chance. He said, whenever he blocked for Barry and there was a big run, and Barry takes it 50 yards for a touchdown, he not meeting him in the end zone to celebrate. He's walking to the sideline. Which one are you? You meeting him, or I'll holler at you on the sideline?
I'm a sideline.
Dude.
I think we scored last game. I think it was DK. And I just went to Gino, hugged him, and went straight to the sideline.
Yep. You said, I'll see him over there.
You got to conserve your energy at line. You just got to stay focused and one play at a time and not get too high and not get too low.
Yep.
Hey, so a couple of the things that you said about how tough camp was and how you had to earn it and everything. What are, it sounds like you feel like those things are pretty valuable. How do you and it seems like guys get more of a slow start, like an offense, because you're just not hitting that much. Do you think there's value in that? I mean, do you think if you had it your way, would you go back to a little bit somewhere maybe in between, more contact and tougher practices and stuff like that?
Not necessarily. You probably have to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
With all the guys now, they bigger, they faster. So just keeping everybody healthy. You probably had to just meet in an easy medium or something like that because, back then it was tough. Yeah. It wasn't the guy got a concussion, send him to the tent. It was like, get back in there, go in, your spot get taken. So it was a little bit different back then.
It's crazy how much it's changed, though, or even from when you were in the league, like just how different the league looks at times.
We're talking
and that
like
wasn't that
ancient
long.
history now.
No, it's not. That's not really
80s,
ancient
90s.
history, though. I mean, 80s, 90s, not that long. We're talking like 30-something years.
No, but like he said, I mean, and that's the one thing. I mean, I got a concussion one time, and they're like, you good now? I'm like, yeah. Go back out there.
You feel okay?
So I mean, there are some things that are a lot smarter.
Yeah, it's locked down now as far as the health.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, so what can you tell me about looking at the 49ers? You guys had to make a quick turnaround, get off of a loss, look ahead for a Thursday night game. What stands out to you about San Francisco?
Fast defense, penetrating front, and linebackers run sideline to sideline. So we got to be on our game for Thursday.
You were talking about the holiday season. You said when you playing ball, you're locked in. So the family's on the same page then, huh? They don't bother dad, they don't bother brother, son. Just kind of let you do your thing during the season.
No dad. I don't have kids.
No kids?
My mom, I got nephews and stuff, so they kind of like my kids. But they're on the same page. My mom called, and then she shows me videos and stuff, all the stuff they didn't cook. But when I'm working, I'm working.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait, she shows you videos of stuff they cooked?
Yeah, like during the holidays, she get on video on FaceTime.
I'd be like, can I get some? Like, you sent me a video.
I know how it tastes, man. They overdo it all the time.
Yeah, I bet. Oh my God.
You should be giving that financial advice to your teammates. Kids are expensive.
Yes, they are.
They're very expensive.
Got 3 of them things.
Who's some of the guys that you've bonded with and kind of hung out with? I mean, if you got a chance, Jason, to like go out and go to dinner or go to the Space Needle, stuff like that?
You know what? Actually, I haven't. I hadn't been out one time. Well, the O-line, we went out and ate once.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I've
been locked in.
Yeah.
I hadn't been out nowhere.
Well, let's hope you get a chance to go out, but let's hope that is more like when the season ends in February, right? Fingers crossed. All right, well, good luck on Thursday. I know it's a holiday, but you mentioned during the break you're used to that. No different for you. We appreciate you taking the time, Jason. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thanks,
all right, you guys do not go anywhere. This is The Huddle.
Hawks Live.
Thursday nights from 7 to 9.
Live from Bellevue Square Center Court. Join former Seahawks Michael Bumpus and Paul Moyer.